All right, before we get started with today's video, all right, I just want to say thank you. All right, that's it. Smell Good family, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for watching the videos, the content, joining the live streams, just showing support, showing love. Greatly appreciate you guys. I do not take it for granted at all. You know, sometimes, you know, you could just be, you know, in the pace of, you know, trying to be consistent and keep the content flowing. But without the urgency, you know, without you guys, there wouldn't be an urgency to do that because you guys support the content. All right, so just want to start off the video, man, by telling y'all that I appreciate y'all. That's it. All right, now let's get to today's video. YouTube, what's going on? YouTube, what's going on? What is happening, man? Of course, it's your guy one more time, DEDRICKHICKSJR, and we are back for another. We are back with another. YouTube, what's going on? YouTube, what's going on? What's happening, man? Of course, you got one more time, DEDRICKHICKSJR, and we are back with another fragrance video. All right, Smell Good family. Hopefully, everyone is doing well, doing fantastic, doing great, super duper, whatever word you want to use to, you know, celebrate how well things are going in your life. Use it. All right. So, you know, this video today is pretty much, you know, a shame on me video. These 5 fragrances that we're going to be talking about today, I had completely forgot that I had them. I was doing some cleaning and downsizing and getting some things together in my collection, and I stumbled across these 5 fragrances that I was reminded, oh yeah, you know, you have these in your collection, and that's awful. That's awful. You know, all of us at some point in time that are into this hobby come across this problem. At least I would think so. I'll raise my hand and be the only man in that room if no one else wants to come along with me. But we're going to talk about these 5 fragrances and why I'm going to keep these fragrances in my collection. And I'm glad that me being embarrassed for having stuff that I didn't even know I had turned out to be a good thing. All right, man, so let's go ahead and jump into it, man. Up first, the first fragrance that I discovered that, oh man, I forgot I had this, from the house of Mercedes-Benz. All right, we have Mercedes-Benz Select Night. Select Night. I like that bottle, very nice bottle. I got this one back in 2020 or 2021? Yeah, I forget. But this one is a spin and a twist on Tom Ford's Noir Extreme. Now with this one, you get a more heavier dose of lavender. In this one, you don't get the rose note that Noir Extreme has. There's a couple other notes that this doesn't have, but you do get the vanilla, the lavender, there's some sandalwood in here as well, cardamom. So you get this kind of sweet and spicy style of a fragrance, and this stuff is really good. It's really, really good, and I can appreciate what the lavender does to this fragrance. And as you can see by the non-dent in the bottle, I haven't worn it much, but I am going to spend some time with it this fall and this winter to really see if I want to keep this in my collection or does it need to go for sale. I got a feeling I'm going to be getting rid of this one because of what, you know, I have the Tom Ford Noir Extreme. I have it. All right, so we'll see. But I was reminded to how good this was, and I'm going to spend some time with it before I make that decision. I'm ashamed of myself. From the house of Mercedes-Benz, we have Select Nights. Select Nights. Dope bottle. Got that Benz logo up top. Dope bottle. Okay. All right. Up next, man, I'm really terrible about this one that I forgot I had. This one from the house of Voltaire and I think it's Zadig and Voltaire Zadig. We have This Is Him EDT. This is kind of like the little brother to Nichane's Ani. You get this grapefruit up top, you get this black pepper to add some spice, you get some vanilla, you get some sandalwood, there's some tonka bean I believe in here as well. You really get this sweet, semi-spicy style of a fragrance, all right? Now, this one right here is something that I could utilize, you know, during the fall, during the winter, if I just need to throw something on and kind of get on the go. Maybe if I'm going to the barbershop or if I'm going somewhere, because it just kind of has that kind of friendly, not fun. I'm gonna say not even. It's kind of just a chill. It got a chill vibe to it. It's a chill vibe to it. And in the cooler air, if you're just kind of moving around. I love to wear track suits and sweatsuits in the fall and the winter. So I got plenty of those to throw on. A pair of dope kicks, maybe a Scully, maybe a hat, and spray a couple sprays of this to go handle my business. So I think I'm gonna keep this one around because it does do something a little bit different. But until the other day, I didn't remember that I had it. That's terrible. From the house of, I believe it's Zadig and Voltaire. We have Voltaire and Zadig. This is him. This is him. Now this one was highly sought after a couple of years ago. So a lot of people trying to get their hands on it. So I don't even know if it's still in production or not, but you know. All right, up next from the house of Vince Camuto, we have Terra Extreme. Now this one is terrible that I forgot that I had, because I remember when I got this, when I laid my eyes on it again. This has a citrusy, fresh, spicy booziness to it. You get some vanilla and some sandalwood. Look at that sprayer. Real good, man. The citruses really come out with that. There's some fresh spiciness to it, kind of warm spice as well as it continues to do its work. And when I first got this, like 2 or 3 years ago, I wore it a couple of times, but the booziness really starts to come out as the fragrance kind of settles down. You don't get much of it in the opening, but this is some good stuff. I remember I got this off FragranceNet for like $30. All right, so Vince Camuto, Terra Extreme, very good cheapie for the cooler months. Don't sleep on this, man. It has a very healthy note breakdown, and I might be keeping this one. I might be keeping it, man, because I want to spend a little bit more time with it just to see if it has purpose and something that I got going on. All right. Just didn't remember that I had it. From the house of Vince Camuto, we have Terra Extreme. Terra Extreme. Good stuff, man. It got this like pleather bottle layer to it, kind of old school vibe, kind of crazy. All right, up next, I'm really ashamed about this one, man. From the house of Hugo Boss, we got Boss Bottle EDP. Boss Bottle EDP. This is a cinnamon apple pie. That's what this is. Cinnamon apple pie. Got this at my local Nordstrom rack. For, it was a gift set for like $35. And the cinnamon, the apple, is very, very present. You do get a touch of freshness with this as well. It's not overbearing sweet or rich. Nah, not to me, it's not. Like even in the air, 2 sprays. Yeah, in the air, I get the apple right away, and the cinnamon is right there, but there is this freshness to it as well. Now, this is something that, when I first got it a couple years back, I wore it out the shower during the fall and the winter. This was my after shower fragrance, kind of cooling down for the rest of the night before I went to bed. So that's why there was a little dent in it. And then once I got my fragrance cabinet, I guess I put it in there and didn't realize where it was. It was sitting behind a couple of Azzaro Homme bottles. That's where it was sitting. And I was doing some cleanup in the cabinet, and there it was. And I was like, oh, where have you been? Where have you been? So I'm not getting rid of this one. I'm going to keep this one because I like to spray it, especially like during the holidays, that apple pie cinnamon type of feel. I like to smell it during the holidays for sure, around Thanksgiving, around Christmas. So going to keep this one. From the house of Hugo Boss, we have, I believe it's Boss Bottle EDP. Boss Bottle EDP. Got it at my local rack store, at my local Nordstrom rack. All right. And last but not least, a couple years ago, I was on a heavy Alexandria fragrances kick. I mean, I acquired probably about 12 to 15 bottles of Alexandria fragrances. Now, a lot of them I don't wear as much as I did when I first got them, because I end up getting some of the original DNAs to those. And, you know, sometimes buying a clone can kind of help you figure out if you want to invest in the OG DNA. But this one right here, I used to go on Nordstrom, and the woman who was working at the Joe Malone counter was heavily pushing Mirror and Tonka. And that's what this is a clone of. And I was like, man, I'm gonna get that. I kept smelling. And then one day I was on Alexandra, and there it was. But they call this one a Mr. Sillage. Mr. Sillage, full bottle. I've never worn this. This is a clone of Mirror and Tonka from Joe Malone. Vanilla, tonka bean, myrrh. You got some myrrh in here, then you got some almond in here as well. So this comes off of a powdery, nutty type of scent, but I sprayed this in the air while I was getting this video together, and it was it's still in the air. I still smell it, even over the fragrances that I've smelled during the recording of this video, but I still smell it. So the thing is, though, I don't know if this is something that I'm going to keep in my collection. I could, be getting rid of this one, gifting it to somebody or whatever. I really don't do trades and stuff like that. If I don't have a use for it, I just kind of get it up off me. That's just kind of the guy I am, all right? But we'll see. I'm going to test this in the wintertime and kind of see how it rocks, all right? But yeah, this is an Alexandra that was in the back of my cabinet, and I thought it was something else, but I never pulled the bottle up. So when I pulled the bottle up and it said Mr. Sillage, I said, what is, oh yeah, that's what that is. I remember buying that one. And I think Alexandra was on some wild deal around the time that I had purchased it, all right? But we'll see how it goes. But this is another one that I forgot that I had from the House of Alexandra. We have Mr. Sillage. Mr. Sillage, all right? All right, man, so that's gonna wrap up today's video. Be better than me. Don't do this. Now, I know I'm a fragrance reviewer, and we got, fragrances coming in left and right, reviewing stuff, samples, and things like that. And sample, please sample. Don't go out and, all of these were blind buys when I was in that blind buying mode. My thought process is a little bit different these days, but sample before doing that. But the thing is, I guess it was a good rediscovery from things that I had in my collection. So I'm going to spend some time with them, kind of see where they stand with me. And if I can move off of them, then I will. If I want to keep them in my collection because they're going to serve a purpose for me in my collection and in my day-to-day lifestyle, during whatever season we're in, then I will keep them. Then I will keep them. So we will see. All right, I want to know down below in the comments, how many of you, some of you who have some bigger collections, or you kind of lost your way at one point in time, because I got to think all of us at some point in time went blind buy crazy, right? I mean, blind buy warriors, where you at? Did you buy some things that you forgot about, like completely about, like me? So I ain't got no shame whatsoever I do have shame. I am embarrassed. I almost didn't do this video, but I just gonna keep it 1,000, man. Just gonna keep it 1,000. So y'all let me know down below in the comments, all right? On the road to 8,000 subscribers. All right, once we get there, we'll be doing a giveaway. Again, I appreciate all the love and support. Thank you guys so much. It means so much to me. Without you guys, this channel wouldn't be what it is. So I appreciate y'all for sure. All right, so until next time, splack it up, splack it down, splack it that thing all around. And remember, what you put out into this world is exactly what you are going to get back. You, that's exactly what you're going to get back. All right, y'all be cool. Take care of yourselves, man. Until next time.